Yo, what's going on, army? It's your boy Black Boy Benji, and we are back with another BTS reaction. We are back with a brand new BTS reaction, and today we are reacting to the hardships of BTS from 2013 to 2021. Okay, this video was recommended to me after my last BTS reaction. I reacted to the guide. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's on my channel right now. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this reaction. If you want more BTS reactions, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the hype button too. Let's do it, people. Let's do it.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY. June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled. BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime.
Damn, imagine BTS being labeled as a filler. That is crazy. I know they were just starting, but still, to see where they are now, that's crazy.
BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption.
Wow.
Due to their company's lack of clout at that time.
저 당시에는 예, 우리가 막 방송을 마음대로 못 깔 때예요. 방송을 막 사람 다 차있으면 우리 못 나오고 그럴 때도 있었어.
저때 한밤에 이게 나가게 된 게 되게 약간 우리가 막 그랬었어. 그때 그랬어요.
되게 중요한
네,
거고.
신기한 거고 되게 약간 원래 그렇게 따로 인터뷰 잘 안 해주시는데 막 그때 그런 기억이 나요.
저희를 구원해 주신 거죠?
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras.
Wait, I gotta see that bedroom again.
From sleep.
This bedroom, look at this bedroom. This is, guys, this is crazy. Like, look at that bedroom. They all slept. Look at the beds. Like, these beds are literally for children. What?
Sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras.
Damn.
To recording an album in a garage. These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
Wait. G-Dragon, son of being talked to me and asked me what's written on my clothing.
말 걸어주신 건 기억나요. 옷에 쓰여 있는 거 무슨 뭐냐고.
I couldn't answer him, and that I didn't know, since it was a printing on a $14 hoodie because we didn't have money. Shit.
Because some of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실
Namjoon actually is unable to say that he's been part of the underground.
언더에서 활동을 했다고 이제 그런 사람들이 많아요.
There's a lot of people like that after becoming idols.
나는 언더그라운드
They say I was once underground.
활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플
You often see hyped remarks like that.
흔히 하잖아요.
Who's this? Who's this? The underground or hip hop fans?
저는 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 한 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
Will naturally not look at it that way.
쟤네 음악도 안 하고
That person's not doing music.
He's
just being bossed around. He's simply just dancing after being handed a song. Is that considered a singer? Okay, so these are some of the haters. Okay.
무슨 가수냐? 니네 무슨 아티스트냐?
What kind of artists are you considered?
저런 애를
It's not good to continue pointing at a kid like
더 나오면
that.
안 된다.
A rapper told
Yeah, like, come on, man. That's the thing. Like, when you're on the come up, when you're doing anything great, or when you're just starting out, there's always going to be people doubting, people casting their hate towards you. You just got to ignore that noise and keep going, keep pushing, keep prevailing. That is the most important part. Forget the noise. It doesn't matter. Just remain focused on the mission. That is the most important part. But obviously, it does get to you. We're all human. People's comments, they definitely can get to you, but you gotta remain focused for sure.
니네 무슨 아티스트냐? 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
방탄소년단에 대해서 사실 다 찍어서 말하고 아이돌을 부릅니다. 네, 맞습니다. 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단의 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다는 거, 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분.
Isn't that a conflict with hip hop? No, it's not makeup. It's a girl. Like, it's like being a girl.
분장 그런 게 아니라 여자.
What? Oh, shut the front door.
Shut the front door. I mean, everybody in TV, everyone, actors, even rappers now, when they go on these TV shows and make appearances, they got makeup on. Yeah, I can see why, as someone who's listened to rap their whole life, like, yeah, wearing makeup is frowned upon in rap. So I can see where this was coming from, but it's a lazy argument. It's very, very lazy.
What? Oh, shut the front door.
BTS were being told by several people they would never make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public personas.
That's good though. You
February
need that.
2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands. April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
Your promotional uniform clothing overlapped with beep. Why? Did you ever complain about it? You can answer that question. We use school trilogy theme, released 3 albums. We thought about it, eventually our promotional clothing would be uniforms, okay. Coincidentally, our time frame overlapped with each other.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary not just in K-pop, but the expansive world of visual arts. November 2014.
A lot of people forget as well, a lot of great art is referenced. Like, a lot of art is referenced from something. They take inspiration. There's a book called Great Art is Copy. It's a great book because it explains that, yeah, a lot of artists, they see something, they're inspired by it, they remix it, they use it in their own way. There's hardly anything that's completely original. So whenever I see people saying, oh, they copied this, they copied that, when they've just took inspiration, not just BTS, but just in general, it's stupid because most art is remix of something else. Like, they see someone they like and they put their own spin on it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's always been like that. So, yeah.
Expansive world of visual arts. November 2014. Hashtag kick out J-Hope BTS trended on Twitter, calling J-Hope ugly and untalented.
Wow.
The trend became popular enough that their
any adjustment to any BTS member would be one of the biggest mistakes in K-pop history. Every member is needed and talented. Yeah, like, that's crazy.
Friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, every member is needed and talented. Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and trended hashtag
J-Hope you're perfect, justice for rap.
J-Hope you're perfect to comfort him. May 2015. BTS finally won their first music show with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of sabotage. This is when companies buy back albums to boost external sales records. But this was when their company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless. May 2015. V was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However, he wasn't mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided screenshots showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2000.
Sorry, people are so weird, like, death threats. That is crazy. Like, I don't get it. Why do people feel like they can send people death threats because someone sang a song? Even if he was, let's say he did do what they accuse him of doing, death threats? Is that really necessary? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one, but some people really need to touch grass. Like, they really need to.
showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015, BTS abruptly halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York due to death threats towards RM.
Again!
All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled.
Guys, like, what is going on? What is with the death threats? Like, seriously, that is actually crazy. And I know a lot of it's just online chatter, but you do low-key have to take it seriously because there is some crazy people out there. There is some nut jobs out there that might actually do it. So what is the death threats are just insane. I've never understood it. I've never understood being on the internet and sending someone death threats. Like, you have to be another level of mentally unwell to do that. I'm sorry, like, you really do have to.
Towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene.
Sorry. We love you.
RM also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico
Oh my
later
God.
that month. July 2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS.
What?
This led to the members and the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency, Big Hit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson
Wait,
and
what
has
lyrics?
since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl. And
Now, Army, were the lyrics actually, did they warrant an apology, or was it just, there's a lot of backlash, so they just felt the need to apology? As someone who's a fan of BTS, you guys watching, were the lyrics bad? Obviously, she didn't include them in this video, but were the lyrics that bad? I don't know. Let me know if they did actually warrant an apology. You know, sometimes that people are forced to apologize even when things aren't that bad. Were they that bad? Let me know.
Since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey. RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomenon.
I mean, they've come out and said the lyrics were bad, so they must have been bad. But I don't know. I want to hear it from Army. Were the lyrics that bad? You guys let me know.
The lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomena. After he finishes writing lyrics, he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics. May 2016. During their epilogue concert, aunties began to use the hashtag Plagiarism Boy Scouts. Multiple fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea.
Seriously?
BTS saw this, and the media latched on. June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away.
Okay.
거짓말하고 느낌이 딱 먹다 남긴 느낌인데. 아니 새 거예요.
진짜 새 거예요. 야.
Wow, people are really ungrateful. If someone came to me, I'm making a movie with someone comes around with a sack of burgers and some drinks, I'm gonna take them. I'm like, thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Some people are just like, they're just so ungrateful. Like the hosts, you know what it feels like, leftovers. Okay, let's say it is leftovers. It's the thought that counts. They still decided, let's bring some burgers and some drinks for my fellow colleagues. Like that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hamburgers, bacon, Coke, Sprite.
거짓말하고 느낌이 딱 먹다 남긴 느낌인데.
아니 새 거예요. 진짜 새 거예요. 야.
BTS
Wow.
has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016.
He better.
Aunties made yet another project called Break Wings Project
What?
to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and
Wait.
to try to sabotage their
Break Wings Project. Don't watch the video. Stream other artists that are competing against them. Your artists. Make sure they don't stay long on the top of the charts. Hate comments. Dislike the movie. Trend the hashtag if you can. Make sure to write comments like this sounds like. Act like Army. Okay, this is important since they're already the most hated fandom. Everyone is going to believe this. Make a fake Twitter account, YouTube account, etc. Or use one of your old ones and change the profile pictures to anything related to BTS to make it seem like you are an Army. army, then go to YouTube and Twitter and just start a heated argument with your own fandoms to make it seem like the armies are behind this. Vote against any group that goes against BTS. Lastly, since the whole army fandom will be occupied by streaming BTS new movie, now is your chance to watch and get them 100 million views for their fourth. Who are the names that are redacted? The rest is up to you. In any way that you want to sabotage their whole comeback is fine. Don't resend this to anyone. We have already spread this ourselves carefully. Wow, people are really sad. Like, come on, like this is actually pathetic. They really went through all this trouble to try and derail their comeback. This is
comeback
super
in
sad.
October.
Seriously.
The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast.
Wow.
Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard.
Hey, that's how you shut up the haters. That's how you shut them up, kill them with success. They can't say anything now. Like, what can they say? They tried to derail it, didn't work. We broke a record. Like, yeah.
1,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 chart, setting the then highest record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200.
Nice.
Because of this, aunties took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums.
Widows.
October 2016. During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury, even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling.
Damn.
Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan cams were taken. October 2016. During BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms.
What?
They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them.
The disrespect
This
is crazy.
comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop.
Who's
Wei
that?
responded, "Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away.
Damn.
Auntie saw
RIP.
this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and
Wow, people are just so weird. Like, look, guys, are you reading this? This is so weird. I cannot believe this is what people do. Like, this is just... Honestly, guys, I'm actually shocked. I'm speechless that people are like this. This is crazy, honestly. I'm speechless.
and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him.
What? Honestly, it's disgusting. Like, how can people just... And they think because it's like, yeah, I'm behind the screen, no one's going to notice me, I can just say this kind of shit. Like, come on, this is sick. Honestly, this is sick.
Of using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016, Big Hit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors, false statements, and personal attacks
sue them,
against
man.
BTS.
Sue them.
The company continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators to this day.
You have to, because people really, they get so much confidence online, like they feel like they can say anything with no repercussions. But yeah, there's got to be some level of repercussions. You can't just say anything to people and just expect nothing to happen. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, sue them all.
Continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators to this day, enforcing a strict no settlement and leniency policy. November 2016. Fans of another group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year.
Who's the other group?
at the
Let me know in the
Music
comments.
Awards,
Who's the other group?
claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon Customer Care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당.
But if the artist didn't release any albums during that 1 year period, it won't be counted, right? Call center agent, that's right. Stan, we have calculated our own score for this award, so what you're saying is that the data we see is absolutely different compared to the data considered by Melon?
해당하는 앨범들을 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 뭐 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소린가요?
아니요.
Call center agent, no, we're looking at the same data, but the chart you've seen and the real-time data you've seen is what you see immediately after the artist releases the album, right? Stan, I don't think that's right. Who is the Stan? What group are they standing? Let me know.
실시간 앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한 그런 데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
고객께서 보신 전체.
Call center agent, I think it's difficult for you to see the total data figure because that data was only available to low end. I'm not sure how you've calculated the score, but whatever you've calculated is the scores from the chart. But what we use is not the chart we look at the data of. You know the number of times listened by general public and how many times their fans buy a stream the artist song. It's the overall digital score. Okay? Like they're really on the phone trying to argue with the agent. Like, come on, like get a grip.
그 데이터는 로에냐만 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정리를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보신지 모르겠는데 고객님들께서 정리해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한 내용들이고요.
네.
그 부분이 아니라 1년 동안 고객님들께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로 그 됐잖아요.
네.
그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적으로 고객께서 지금 생각하신 게 혹시
I think you are suspecting internal fabrication, but as far as I can tell you, there's no corruption. You can understand that BTS won the award because their songs were streamed more compared to during that 1 year period. Yeah, suck it up. It is what it is. Like, you don't need to do all this. Like, just relax.
아니냐라고 생각이 드실 수 있는데요. 뭐 제가 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 비리 전혀 없으시고요. 방탄이 1년 동안 보다 스트리밍 수가 많이 받았다.
I would have hung up the phone if I was the agent. I'm like, we're not doing this.
February 2017.
We're not doing this. Bye.
BTS were accused of plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards. The part in question was when the no-signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work.
They're acting like they're the first person ever to do that. Like, do you know how many times we've all seen that before? Like, you're not the first person. That's what I'm saying. All art is referenced from somewhere. So he's probably seen it somewhere and used it. BTS might have seen this and be like, okay, that's cool. Let's use it, but put our own spin on it. What's the problem?
And siblings of the group liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since.
Yeah, I wouldn't
only
either.
Pre-taping acceptance speeches.
I would not attend again either.
March 2017. Death threats were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin
again.
This time. This threat happened during their world.
We believe that is a joke by an anti-fan, but we are taking measures just to be sure. We are working with the local staff and police to enhance the security. So I'm saying, like, you have to take it seriously. Even though it could just be some weirdo online just typing, just to type, you do have to take it seriously because there is some freaks that will take it to that level. It's just like, it's crazy. But why are you sending death threats in the first place? Like, that's what they should be asking themselves. Like, they should really sit down and be like, why am I actually doing this? Why am I so upset by this person who does not know I exist? They have no idea who I am. What about them upsets me so much that I need to send death threats? Like, they should be asking themselves that question, or maybe they should go therapy. I think that maybe they might need a therapist.
Tour, and Big being Jimin this time. This threat happened during their world tour, and Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017. Fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House.
What?
The executive office.
Who's the other group? Guys, let me know in the comments. You guys gotta let me know all the groups that she's talking about. She doesn't mention them by name because obviously just want to give them the recognition or clout, but let me know who the other groups are. I really want to know because I'll probably end up reacting to their music at some point as I continue my K-pop journey, but I really want to know who the other groups are. Please let me know.
that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state.
This is really sad.
They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, Jimin
Wait. Please investigate threat against BTS after the person claims he'll kill. What?
once again received death threats.
Why they keep coming for
during
him?
the Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards,
"We are aware of the threat made to a BTS concert in September is currently being investigated." And this was in America too? Oh shit.
that they were investigating the threat. November 2018. On November 7, a South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
바로 저 사건은
So the member wearing the shirt wasn't a real problem, but rather something to hold it against.
방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건 빌미였고 사실은
They were really just mad at the results of the court that made Japan lose money.
강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던
It really showed their mentality of how they react to being held responsible of their crime.
일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 그대로 표현된 거다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 그래서
And then this happened.
그 5개 대륙에 그러니까 전 세계에 걸쳐서 살고 있는
20 armies who do Korean translation work from all over the world gathered.
특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요. 20 몇 명의
To really explain the whole incident by diving into political background of the two countries.
아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가, 어떤 역사적
As well as the historical backgrounds.
배경에서 출현한 건가. 그리고 지금
They also pointed out wrong information the media is speaking around the world and corrected them with facts. Okay, Army, see, Army don't play. Army really don't play. I'm learning that. They really do not play.
그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계
By gathering every document possible on World War II. Wow.
대한 어떤 그 자료들을 다 모아서 백서,
And
화이트
published the white paper
프로젝트를
projects.
발간합니다.
영문으로 해서 저렇게 한 거예요?
예, 영문과
It's in English and Korean. It's about 166 pages. Army. Shits.
한국어 동시에
Okay.
다 볼 수 있는데 분량이 166쪽 정도 돼요.
I love their reactions.
April 2019.
Wow. Yeah, Army do not play about BTS. I love that. I love that. I love that. And you're defending them with facts. You're not just making shit up. Like, you're coming with facts, historical facts. You put it in English and Korean. Yeah, you can't mess with Army. You can't mess with them.
During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 윙스
Reporter, I brought up Wings and Blood, Sweat and Tears because I wanted to know if it was plagiarizing.
하고 빗땀 눈물 언급했던 거는 그때 이제 뭐 문제가 됐던 내용 그 뭐 표절인가 그 프랑스 작가분께서
I wanted to know more about the issues brought up by the French photographer.
하셨던 그 부분을 언급해서 여쭤본 거였고요. 그거에 대해서 그냥
I know this question can be uncomfortable, but I wanted to hear what you have to say.
뭐 질문이 좀 불편할 수는 있겠지만 답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그거는
Sugar, in regards to that, our company's legal team is he's talking to the photographer.
회사는 저희 회사에서 이제 저희 회사 법무팀에서 작가님이
I believe that our official stance will be the same as our company's.
이야기를 하고 있고요. 저희 의견, 저희 생각도 회사랑 동일하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그거.
Our company is currently looking into it, so I'm sure we'll know when the results come out. Thank you.
그거에 대해서는
Next question, please.
처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과가 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website.
So he just hates BTS, basically. Okay.
April 2019. SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day. That group entered the rankings and took its first win for their song that week.
Wow.
While BTS
What was the group, guys? You know the drill. Let me know. What was the group? That is clear and obvious, like, bias towards the other group.
were left out of the took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely.
Crazy.
December 2019. JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company." December 2019. MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show, after BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to OSEN, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry. January 2020. For 29 years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well. BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since.
I love it.
July
I love that.
2020. Naver, the Google of South Korea, reportedly invested over $80 million into another entertainment company after losing out on profits
What
from
company?
BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment.
Did you guys like the online concerts? You know, when it was lockdown, did you guys like the online concerts? I thought they were really weird. Obviously, they had to do them, but did any of you guys actually enjoy them? Like, I really hated them. Even if it was like my favorite artist, I just did not like online concerts. I was thinking, no, this can't be the future of concerts. Like, no, I'll never attend a concert again, even online, if this was the future. I'm so glad it's not. But yeah, I really did not like online concerts.
Concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment. BTS earned at least $21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at Securities.
21 million from an online concert? No way. Hey, BTS, I'm kind of down bad right now. You think you could lend me £10? Like, 21 million. That is crazy.
$21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He stated, Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship.
That is insane.
Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages.
They hating.
Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서
I've always thought that the volume of news in Korea compared to the enormity of the phenomenon was small.
국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 내가 항상 받았거든. BTS는
In In the case of BTS, they've continuously been making a similar phenomenon close to Yoona Kim in Korea.
그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면
But compared to that, the response has been smaller.
좀 적다. 호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는.
What's wrong with the media who usually likes to make a big fuss out of everything?
이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까? 궁금증이 평소에 있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기자들이 일단
BTS의 성공은
BTS success is somewhat reported on.
이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면
But when idols from big agencies we commonly know do, let's be honest, something less than they did.
우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는
If you look at the amount of news reports or look at the main pages, there's definitely a difference.
범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다.
They be hating. It's quite an amusing occurrence.
이번 그래미 같은 경우,
for instance, with the Grammy nomination, the way they frame it as they failed to make it into the major categories, see, like they have a major accomplishment and they try to diminish it. It's crazy.
들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지. 여러 가지 유전이 이거 하나가
I want to hear that laugh again. That was funny.
실패했다라고 한다든지. 여러 가지 유전이 이거 하나.
For me, out of all the reasons, I think it's the most important. And what is the phenomenon that is BTS? I wish I stopped saying that word because I can't say it properly. But yeah.
가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국의
the success of BTS has in America and the global craze of BTS itself didn't go through the systems of institutions.
성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이
So these institutions could be the media, the promoters, or the record labels.
점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고, 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고, 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에
From their perspective, it doesn't quite make sense, nor is it practically good to them.
썩
No,
납득이
particularly good to them. Sorry.
가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요.
자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거지.
Because that would mean their powers can't be proven. That's right.
그렇습니다.
점하고 있는 위치에서
Looking from their positions, they have their own influence, but they, BTS,
이걸 다 거치지 않고
succeeded without going through them. So now there's no reason for their assistance now.
성공해 버렸으니까
basically,
없어지는 거 아니에요?
Literally, basically.
December 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the
South Korea debates whether successful bands like BTS should be exempt from military service. They did end up doing it, right? I think they did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they ended up doing it, right?
revisions of South Korea's mandatory military service, even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions, and have insisted that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow.
The government has decided to listen to the opinions of the industry regarding the military enlistment and alternative service of idol groups and other entertainment stars. Attention is focused on whether there will be positive changes related to the mandatory military service for celebrities, including BTS, which recently confirmed their second number one spot on the Billboard 200 main album US
K-pop performers
charts.
To be exempt from service, in addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. Big Hit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision. On December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea.
Nice.
In April 2021, 26
The law is only for BTS 26 file a campaign. Of course, they're going to be hating on it.
agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association,
And they were the youngest
filed
ever
a written objection
get
against the
this
revision,
award.
stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021. BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast,
Scammers.
and only given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy.
BTS was such a pain point when I edited Grammys. Any post about them did epic numbers and reflected where music's going, etc. But the RA board, they really pushed back on our writing about BTS for reasons I never fully understood, but seemed
Grammy
obvious
Awards
in
website
retrospect.
spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views.
Nice.
Compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys. March 2021.
I love that.
Topps released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole.
What are these cards? What the hell?
This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied. In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS,
The hell?
comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon.
People are
he
weird,
openly
man.
cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea.
What?
Halsey, Max, Lauv, Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia. The host and station maintains that it was just a joke and that folks are too sensitive. During
Come on,
Zach
bro,
Sang's show,
like-
a member named Liam from a boy band called
It's just a joke. That's such a cop-out. That's such a cop-out.
Sensitive. During Zach Sang's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
No, but they're like
I don't
their
think
fan
that they're
base
gonna.
is so crazy.
That's a weird comment.
It's global.
That's a weird comment.
I'm a fan. They're really good.
I like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get
Yeah,
behind
even
it.
the guy in the middle's like, bro, like, what are you saying right now? Like, look at his reaction.
They don't, you know what I mean?
No.
Because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in
Like, both of them know that what he said is just ridiculous. Like, so dumb.
their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
No,
Okay,
but
I
they're
got
like.
it.
Like, I don't
their
think
fan
that they're
base
gonna.
is so crazy. It's
Dude, and it's
insane.
global.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. They're really
I
good.
like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it.
and
I got
just.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one. I don't know which one he is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy.
Okay, they're pretty. They might even be prettier than you, but there's no need to hate, love. There's no need for that. Take the hate out your heart. It's not going to help. It's not going to change the way they look. It's not going to change the way you look. So what? You know what? What's the point of this?
Mall salon highlights. And the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded
Widows.
in America, I got worried.
Jimmy Carr?
I don't know. I think they
Wait,
look
what did
very
you say?
Something Korean had exploded.
You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very
Jimmy Carr.
nice.
I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very nice. That is not what you were saying during the break.
How
Wow.
did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Okay.
A senior editor from The Economist said, "Please no," after BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly. She quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to
It's
Stefan
always a joke. When they get caught, it's always a joke when they get caught. I've noticed that.
Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality responding with, "All this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important?" So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this."
That's a fact.
BTS have always been outspoken about the injustice of racial discrimination. In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1 million to the organization. With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, amassing fans, and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base.
Yep.
As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, armies have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
W video. Shout out to everybody that worked on that. Shout out to Michelle. Who made this video? What's her name? Celeste. Celeste, shout out to you. Celeste, shout out to you. I'm gonna give that a like. Oh, it's gone on to the next video in the playlist. Hold up. Celeste, shout out to you. I'm gonna hit the sub button as well. That's a great video, great insight into what BTS have had to go through and what they've had to deal with on this journey. Oh my god, I'm super sweaty. Yeah, I think that the main thing that I took from this video is that, you know, there's always gonna be haters, man. There's always gonna be people talking shit. There's always gonna be people that have something to say, that, you know, are losers and that are jealous of your success or what you're trying to do in life. But you gotta ignore those people and focus on the people that actually do support you, like BTS do. Like, they focus on the army, they give so much love to the army gives it 10 times, 100 times back, and that is all that's all that really matters. All the other stuff is just outside noise. Doesn't matter. Let people hate, let people talk. At the end of the day, you gotta kill them with success, keep going, and yeah, just focus on the people that actually support you and actually are here to see you grow. And you know, that is the main thing that I took from this video. But that's a great watch. Shout out to Celeste, shout out to Army as well for all the support. I really do appreciate you guys. If there's any more guides you want me to watch, let me know in the comments. What BTS album should I do next? I think the next BTS reaction I do will be an album. Should I go to the debut? Let me know in the comments. But Army, I appreciate you guys so much. It's been your boy back with Benji. I'm out, people. Peace.